Oregon today will be wearing its home black, and Mount Horeb is wearing its white uniforms as the teams make their way to center field for the national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hunter Field for today's WIAA Badger Conference Girls Varsity Soccer match between the Mount Horeb Vikings and your Oregon Panthers. Here are today's starting lineups. First, for the Mount Horeb Vikings, at midfield, a freshman, number 3, Wally Wallace. At defender, senior, number 8, Sydney Flaherty. At midfield, a senior, number 9, Maggie Conway. At defender, a junior, number 11, Kenzie Coulthard. At forward, a sophomore, number 14, Kate Geisler. At midfield, a senior, number 18, Sierra Berg. At defender, a senior, number 19, Kaylee Dabert. At defender, a senior, number 20, Benelli Ganch. At midfield, a senior, number 22, Sonia Rossborough. At forward, a senior, number 24, Michaela Severson. And in goal, a sophomore, number 95, Nicole Klein. And now for your Maddie Swartzmiller. At defender, a junior, number 6, Brooklyn Kane. At midfield, a senior, number 7, Katie Isley. At forward, a senior, number 8, Ella Hughes. At forward, a junior, number 9, Avery Fanning. At midfield, a junior, number 13, Hannah Rohrer. At defender, a senior, number 14, Cassie Cluck. At defender, a junior, number 20, Emma Halverson. At forward, a junior, number 23, Ashley Henson. At defender, a senior, number 24, Sydney McKee. And in goal, a junior, number 0, Malia Moyer. The Vikings are coached by Mark Newman. The Panthers are coached by Nelson Bernal. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please help us to honor America by rising, removing your hats for our national anthem.
Stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How'd JB do?
Mount Horeb High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at interscholastic events. We ask for your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Sports Administrator Mike Carr, good luck to all coaches and competitors.
Shiny too. I'll bring some
I
clouds
already
in.
got enough sun. I don't need any burn.
I'll bring some clouds in for you. It's the better hand.
Plastic off. Really dry.
My brother should. Jeff.
Good guy. Hopefully done. As soon as he ever can get redone, if it ever gets rain. It didn't look too bad. The plastic off today. Tomorrow. Yeah, but I think he just did about 3 days ago. I don't need it dry. I just need it dry.
Come on, Black! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Looks like Oregon will be starting off today with a 5-1-4 offense, and Mount Horeb will have a 3-3-4 offense. Ball out of bounds, be a white throw-in for Mount Horeb.
That was on the interstate.
Yeah, we were trying to, but the one in Pittsburgh, we have an extra one on Saturday.
Be a goal kick coming up for Mount Horeb Vikings. Ella Hughes takes an inside step. Thought we'd have a shot there. Pass back to Sydney McKee, out to Emma Halverson. Emma looking upfield. Sees a through ball up by Ashley Hansen. Maddie Swartzmuller battling for the ball. Passes to Katie Isley. Up to Avery. We'll have a corner kick coming up for Oregon. You'll see two of Oregon's defenders moving up for the corner kick, adding some height to their inside play, hoping to get the head on the ball. Corner kick will be taken by Emma Halverson. We'll have another corner kick coming up. Is that headed off Mount Horeb player?
Yeah, I know.
Is that Roar?
Corner kick was taken by Hannah Rohr. Cassie Cluck stops the ball. The Oregon throw. Another Oregon throw. One Horeb player kicks it out. Ashley Hansen will be throwing the ball in. Ashley Hansen battling to get the ball inside. Katie Isley stops the ball. Looks like we'll have a penalty foul against Oregon. Be a Mount Horeb free kick. Sydney McKee stepping up to kick the ball back into Mount Horeb territory. It's Avery Fanning battling for the ball. Take the toss back in to Ashley Hansen. Ashley looking to cross the ball to Maddie Swartzmuller. Katie Isley with a head. Cassie Cluck stops the ball. Gets it going back across the field to Emma Halverson. Emma Halverson looking back up the midfield to Maddie Swartzmuller. Back out to Cassie Cluck. Crossing back in. There comes Katie Isley looking for the ball. Get across. Maddie Swartzmuller with the shot. Goal by Maddie Swartzmuller. Assist by Katie Isley. That goal comes at about 8 minutes into the game.
At the 8:19 mark, goal by Maddie Swartzmuller.
At the restart of the game, we had substitutions where Macy Cox came in, Caitlin Schrimpf, Bree Sauer, substituted into the game. Good crossing ball by Cassie Cluck and shot in by Macy Cox. That goal coming at about the 9-minute mark.
The 9:08 mark. Goal by number 11, Macy Cox. Assist to number 14, Cassie Cluck.
Oregon off to a strong start here, 9 minutes into the game. Ball has been mainly on the Mount Horeb half of the field so far, with Oregon holding its midfield pretty tight. Oregon, Mount Horeb looking to bring the ball outside a little bit, back inside, across midfield. Cassie Cluck takes the ball away. Out to Hannah Rohr, up to Maddie Schwartzmiller, back across to Cassie Cluck, switching the field up. Going to go upfield to Bree Sauer. Leads her just a little bit too far and turns over possession of the ball to Mount Horeb Vikings. Mount Horeb looking to make a run out just across midfield. Overshoots its forward. Sydney McKee with the ball, passing up to Maddie Schwartzmiller. Mount Horeb making a little attempt up the right side, but Oregon's defense steps up. Looking keen, passes it outside, switches the field over to Cassie Cluck, up to Bree Sauer. Bree taking a move to the outside, passing up to Caitlin Shrimp. Back out to Bree. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Mount Horeb throw. Oregon's goalie, or Mount Horeb's goalie, makes a kick out of bounds. Be Oregon throw. Oregon quick to throw the ball in. Mount Horeb making a run up the field. Long ball. Up to Kate Geisler. Riley Moyer with the stop. Kate Geisler, number 14 for Mount Horeb, is Mount Horeb's leading scorer so far this season. Malia Moyer with the kick across midfield. Head by Caitlin Shrimp. Looks like we're going to have a stop of play because when they head the ball, it looked like Caitlin Shrimp and another player had hit heads, and she was holding her head. Looks like referee says she's going to have to leave the field, get checked out. Ashley Hansen, I believe, will be coming in for her.
Ashley Hansen of the Panthers.
Referee allowing the subs in as long as play has been stopped.
McCombs also in for the Panthers.
Looks like Mara McCombs comes in for Cassie Cluck.
Hutchinson, Riggs, and Yana.
Play starts again about 12 minutes into the game. Sydney McKee kicking the ball upfield. Sydney McKee passing the ball out to Emma Halverson. Looking to go across field, midfield. AC Cox right along the outside line. Ball kicked out of bounds by Mount Horeb, the Oregon throw. Elmer Helveson throwing into Maddie Swartzmiller. Looking to use the defense, probably switch the play of the game right now, going across field. Mount Horeb, long kick cross field, roll out of bounds, and Emma Helveson will get the ball to throw it in. Long throw upfield, headed out of bounds by Mount Horeb, or be Oregon's throw again. Macy Cox taking the throw in. Goes back to Emma Helverson. She goes up the middle to Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie battling at the ball inside. Crossing the field over to Bree Sauer. Bree taking a move on the outside. Player fell down. Crossing the ball in front of the goal. Lands on top of the net in the back of the goal. Be a Mount Horeb goal kick. Elma Helverson fielding the ball. Ashley Hansen coming across. Maddie Swartzmiller then passing it over to Aiden. Tamara McCombs looking to move the ball up. Looks like Broussard gets it just inside the 18-yard box. Ball on Horeb Graves' possession. Brooklyn Kane defending against Mount Horeb player, passing the ball out to Sydney McKee, going wide over to Emma Halverson. Emma looking upfield, passes to Macy Cox, who's taking it up the line. Crossing pattern kick, stopped by Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb looking to take the ball out upfield, crossing the middle, looking to switch the play. Nope. And Aurora looks like she got possession of the ball, kicked it back to Mara McCombs. So Oregon can get possession. Mara looking to cross the ball across the field to Emma Helverson. Switching the play up a little bit, spreading off Mount Horeb's defense a little bit to get them spread out. Kicking the ball upfield. This ball will go out through the end line and it'll be Mount Horeb goal kick. We're about 15 and a half minutes into the game and Mount Horeb is subbing in 2 players. Goal kick stopped by Broussard of Oregon, moving upfield. Bree battling the ball. Kick goes outside. Oregon will have 6 substitutions coming in. Going back to, looks like we have Ella Hughes, Katie Isley, Avery Fanning, Jenna Stats, and Ellen Legler coming in for Oregon. The ball comes across. Goalie punches the ball out for Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb looking to take the ball upfield. Katie Isley battling for the ball, gets possession from Mount Horeb. Ella Hughes now looking to turn the ball and go upfield up the sideline. Looking at Avery Fanning. Oregon maintains possession of the ball, switching the play up. Ball goes back to Jenna Stats. Back to Mara McCombs. Looking to go up the far sideline now, potentially. Aiden Hampton passing the ball up to Ellen Legler. Kicked out to the back end line by Mount Horeb player. It'll be a Oregon goal kick.
Quarter kick Oregon. Kick by Halverson.
Emma Helverson makes her way over to the corner to take the kick. Ball's up. Brooklyn King gets a head on it, but goes out the end line. It'll be Mount Horeb goal kick.
Actually, that was right.
Remember we saw the 70 at the end?
About 18 minutes into the game now.
So do I. I think I still have the ticket.
Mount Horeb making a substitution.
Vikings number 23, Allison Klein.
Mount Horeb making a battle to get the ball across midfield, but picked up by Oregon's defense. Brooklyn Kane passing out to Mara McCombs. Mara looking to turn the ball against the defender. Ball goes out of bounds off Mount Horeb player. It'll be Oregon throw. Ball's thrown in. Ellen Legler trying to maintain position. Mount Horeb gets the ball. Looking to regroup and forward the ball out over midfield. Emma Halverson for Oregon is going to kick the ball back to Malia Moyer. Malia punts the ball out of bounds with that Mount Horeb player being right there in her face. Be Mount Horeb throw. Number 8, Sydney Flaherty throws the ball in. Mount Horeb taking the ball back, switching the field up. Looking to work it back up the right side of the field. Emma Halverson steps up for Oregon, knocks the ball out. It'll be Mount Horeb throw.
It's a long season. People are thinking that they still can be a wild card. You know, how long is the LSU?
Mount Horeb inbounds the ball. Running down to the corner. Sydney McKee taking control of the ball. Slide tackle, Sydney McKee. It'll be a corner kick for Mount Horeb.
Corner kick, Mount Horeb, taken by Conway.
Maggie Conway from Mount Horeb will be taking the corner kick. Kick is up. Malia Moyer taps the ball. Our goalie for Oregon taps the ball out of the box. Ellen Legler taking possession, kicking the ball up the field. Be a Mount Horeb throw.
LeBron hit a couple again this week. Aguilar hit 3 in 2 days. They don't play Braun that much.
Genestad trying to move the ball up the field. Avery Fanning getting position. Nope. Genestad once again with the ball up the field. Stopped by Mount Horeb player right across midfield. We have Aiden Hampton moving the ball across to Ellen Legler up the far side. Ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw. Ball overshoots some Mount Horeb player, gets to Oregon. Aiden Hampton with the ball, trying to see Avery Fanning coming into the box. Just a little bit behind. Ball comes out. Jenna Stats now working the ball over to Emma Halverson. Emma looking in the field. Passes inside. Back outside to Emma. Aiden switching the ball back to Katie Isley. Katie passing up to Avery Fanning. Avery looking to put a move on the Mount Horeb player. Takes a shot off the hand of the goalie. Goal, Oregon. Avery Fanning with the goal there.
Who's getting the handshake? Number 3? Or is that number 9? Number 9. Fanny.
I have no idea how good she did or bad.
That goal coming at about the 22-minute mark into the game.
10-second mark, goal by number 9, Avery Fanning.
Mount Horeb controlling possession of the ball. Looking to move it across midfield. Katie Isley takes it away from Mount Horeb. Katie moving upfield. Back across. Aiden with the ball, takes a shot. Mount Horeb's goalie takes the save. Kick is up. Jenna Stats for Oregon. Fields the ball. Up. Aiden making a move ball with the ball outside for Oregon, trying to get it for rolls out the end line. Rolls out. It'll be Mount Horeb goal kick. Emma Harrison looking to defend for Oregon. Battling with the ball. Oregon with possession. Emma passing over to Brooklyn Kane. Brooklyn Kane looking to move the ball up the field. Mount Horeb gets it in Oregon's half. However, Ellen Legler changes the possession over to Oregon. Pass up to Aiden. Aiden looking to move the ball up. Avery Fanning by midfield. Oregon loses possession to Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb looking to move the ball up. Kicks the ball out of bounds. It'll be just a bounced off of Avery Fanning, so it looks like it'll be a Mount Horeb throw. Looks like we have a free kick there. I'm not sure what the penalty was. The referee raised his leg like it was a high kick, but didn't see that. Free kick by Mount Horeb, taken from just inside Oregon's half at midfield. Inside the circle, kick is up. It's a group of defenders. Ella Hughes gets the ball over to Katie Isley. Katie Isley looking to pass it up to Ellen Legler. Back into midfield. Aiden again taking the ball up. Stopped by Mount Horeb at midfield again. Mount Horeb takes a big kick. Looks like this one might go. No, it just stops short of being out of bounds. Crossed by Mount Horeb into the middle. Sydney McKee defending against the Mount Horeb player. Ball's going to roll out the end line. Looks like it's a goal kick for Oregon. Well, we have one referee. Center ref is pointing corner kick. The end referee was marking goal kick. Center referee rules, so it'll be a corner kick for Mount Horeb. Ball comes across. Emma Halverson takes a head on it, gets it going out of bounds. Ella Hughes looking to turn it upfield. Avery Fanning stops it for it going outside. Ball rolls out. It'll be Oregon throw. I mean a Mount Horeb throw, sorry. Substitutions coming in for Oregon. Cassie Cluck coming into the game. Maddie Swartzmiller. Caitlin Schrimpf, Macy Cox, Randy Lewis coming in as well. And Brisar came in as well at forward. Caitlin Schrimpf kicking the ball outside to Jenna Bennett. Brisar kicking the ball, but off of Mount Horeb player. It'll be Oregon throw. Cassie Cluck taking the throw in ball. Ball. Jenna Stats kicking the ball. Maddie Swartzmiller battling for it. Kicking it back cross fields. Randy Lewis fields the ball. About midfield. Up to Macy Cox. Macy looking to move the ball inside. She's crowded by 3 Mount Horeb players. Caitlin Shrimp passes to Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie back to Caitlin. Jenna Stats moves up and takes a strong shot, blocked by Mount Horeb. Caitlin Shrimp again with the shot towards the goal. Goalie fields the ball. Kick fields at midfield by Randy Lewis. Ball rolls up into the 18-yard box for Mount Horeb. Randy Lewis with a little bit of a push from behind. It'll be a free kick for Mount Horeb. Taking the free kick is Kenzie Coulthard for Mount Horeb. Jenna Stats battling for the ball. Hands were locked. They're calling a handball against Jenna Stats apparently. Be a Mount Horeb kick just inside the Oregon half, about 10 yards in. Sydney McKee stepping up for Oregon's defense, heads the ball up to Caitlin Shrimp at midfield. Mount Horeb fields the ball back in. Good battle going on for possession. Maddie Swartzmiller's got the ball midfield, passing it up to Jenna Stats. Jenna Stats kicking it up, looking to Bree Sauer on the right-hand side, just past midfield. Mount Horeb gains possession of the ball and transitions it upfield. Maddie Swartzmiller gains possession of the ball, kicks it back to the defense to Sydney McKee. Sydney McKee brings it up midfield. She pops one up just inside the 18-yard box, and Mount Horeb's goalie will grab it and kick the ball back. Randy Lewis stepping up to the game position of that kick. Bounces into Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie back up to Macy. Macy back. Maddie Swartzmiller kicking the ball to Randy Lewis. Randy looking to bring it back into Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie kicks it back to Cassie Cluck. Cassie Cluck looking to bring it up the outside of the field. Up to Jenna Bennett. That ball deflected off of Bree Sauer out the end line. It'll be a Mount Horeb goal kick.
Substitutions. Nelson and Sutter for Oregon and Aurora.
And Aurora comes in for Jenna Stats at midfield. We're about 30 minutes into the game. About 15 minutes left in this half. Looks like we're going to have a corner kick coming up for Oregon as that ball went off a Mount Horeb player.
Corner kick Oregon taken by Cox.
Macy Cox, strong left footer that we have for the Oregon team, will be taking this corner kick. Wind coming a little bit out of the north might help this ball just a little bit. Ball kicked in, but then ricochets out. It'll be an Oregon throw. Cassie Cluck going to take the ball for the throw. Looks like we have substitution where Cassie is changing position. And Sydney McKee will be going off as Lauren New comes in. Maddie Swartzmiller passing the ball back to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr looking across field, kicking the ball up towards Bree Sauer. Ball's a little bit long in front of her. She's chasing it down. Mount Horeb player kicks it up. Fielded inbounds by Mount Horeb. They're moving the ball up towards midfield. Stop there by Jenna Bennett. Jenna Bennett passing it inside. Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie Swartzmiller looking to Macy Cox. Brooklyn Kane bringing the ball back across the midfield for Oregon. Outside to Bree Sauer. Bree looking upfield. Making a move around the outside against that Mount Horeb player. Steps over. Jenna Bennett with the ball, crossing it over to Aiden. Oh, I'm sorry, to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr with the shot. Mount Horeb goalie makes the save. Ball fielded by Mount Horeb's player Ella Peterson. Mount Horeb loses possession to Oregon. Oregon brings it across midfield. Randy Lewis steps up, gets the ball back for Oregon, passes up to Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie with two players on her, looking to pass the ball back, possibly to the defense, to reset Oregon's offense. Cassie Cluck now moves over to the left side of the field for Oregon's defense, passes the ball back to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr looking to move the ball up to Bree Sauer. Bree up the far side, beats her Mount Horeb player. Steps inside looking for a cross. Headed out by Mount Horeb. Maddie Swartzmiller with the lifting kick. A little snap there, trying to get it in. Goal goes just over the top of the goal. It'll be a Mount Horeb goal kick. Substitutions for Mount Horeb. We have 5 players coming in.
Conway, Berg, Dabert, Yana, Rossborough, and Severson. For the Panthers, Sydney McKee.
Sydney McKee back into the game for Oregon. As Cassie Cluck gets to go take a rest. Mount Horeb looks like here they kick the ball out of bounds. Be Oregon throw. Macy throws the ball in. Caitlin Shrimp passing the ball back and across the field to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr looking to pass it outside to Lauren Deneau. Up to Bree Sauer, a little bit quick and a little bit behind her. She had to step forward and ricochets off out of bounds. It'll be Oregon or Mount Horeb throw. About 10 minutes left in this half. So Oregon looks to take this ball from Mount Horeb on that inbound. Hannah Rohr moving the ball across field, looking up. Macy Cox steps across the middle. Maddie Swartzman looks like Mount Horeb's going to get possession of the ball here. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be Oregon throw. Substitutions coming in for Oregon. Looks like we have Ellen Legler, Ashley Hansen, Katie Isley, Ella Hughes, and Aiden Hampton coming back into the game for Oregon.
And Hansen.
Throw by Randy Lewis and Ella Hughes. Ella heading the ball, trying to get possession. Mount Horeb kicking long ball up across midfield. Lauren Deneau up to Ellen Legler. Katie Isley there battling for the ball. Aiden Hampton passing the ball back to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr looking up to Ella Hughes. Hannah Rohr. Mount Horeb brings possession across midfield into Oregon's half. Going to kick up the left side, far side. Lauren Deneau battling with the Mount Horeb player, trying to get possession. I think we have a free kick coming up for Oregon based on that little check. Looks like Pass back over across mid defense to Sidney McKee. Sidney McKee bringing it up. Looking to pass it up to Hannah Rohr, but Mount Horeb steps in front of the ball. Legler bring it inside to Katie Isley. Katie working it across midfield and across the center of the field over to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr moving the ball up to Ashley Hansen. Ashley trying to get a ball in front of Ellen Legler. She can get a leg on it. Battling for it. Stays just inside. Mount Horeb player defends well against that, and the ball goes back towards the outside on the far line. Katie Isley now with the ball, trying to bring it into the 18-yard box. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Mount Horeb. Battling for possession here. Looks like Oregon's going to get control of the ball. Hannah Rohr moving the ball upfield. Passes to Ashley Hansen. Back out again. Mount Horeb gets possession. Moves the ball up midfield. Cassie Cluck steps in front of the Mount Horeb player. Gets possession of the ball for Oregon. Up to Ellen Legler. Ellen passes in to Ashley Hansen. Looks like we're going to have a handball against Oregon. Be a free kick for Mount Horeb. Ball's just outside the 18-yard box. Fielded by Maggie Conway from Mount Horeb. Maggie looking to her players upfield, making a move around, trying to make a move around Hannah Rohr, but Hannah gets called for the hold. Mount Horeb with the quick kick. Handball against Mount Horeb. Oregon has a kick. Sidney McKee makes a quick pass up the line to Ella Hughes, across midfield. Ella looking to take the ball up the line. Back to Randy Lewis. Randy Lewis getting the ball up into the midfield. Fielded by Aiden Hampton. Up to the outside to Ella Hughes with the left. Right across the middle. Can't get it to go in. Aiden Hampton trying to take a shot at it again there. Ellen Legler taking a shot just wide of the goal. Be a Mount Horeb goal kick coming up. Ball's in play. It goes out of bounds. Be an Oregon throw. Lauren Deneau throwing the ball in. Hannah Rohr gets possession of the ball in midfield, passes up to Katie Isley, going across midfield. Mount Horeb gets a foot on it. Ella Hughes gets possession, battling around the end. Ella with a good cross into Ashley Hansen. Ashley Hansen trying to get a shot. Aiden Hampton trying to take a shot, just goes high over the left side of the goal. It'll be a Mount Horeb goal kick. Mount Horeb kicks the ball out, but it goes out of bounds. Ella Hughes will be throwing it in for Oregon, up to Ashley Hansen. Ashley makes a turn inside, kicks the ball across the middle for a shot. Ellen Legler trying to get a step up there. Mount Horeb gets control and moves the ball up the far side. Katie Isley with the ball in the middle of the field, looking to switch it up a little bit. Get a kick up to Ashley Hansen, trying to make an inside move. A lot of battle going on there. Ashley Hansen turns the ball over to Mount Horeb. Maggie Conway kicks it up, fielded by Sidney McKee at midfield for Oregon. Randy Lewis gets a foot on the ball to move it up the field a little bit. Mount Horeb gets possession. Ball crosses midfield. Sidney McKee is there for Oregon's defense. Switches it up to Cassie Cluck. Play is going to switch across the field over to Lauren Deneau. Lauren Deneau looking to move the ball up to Aiden Hampton. Aiden moving the ball across midfield just past Katie Isley. Goes back into Oregon's half. Cassie Cluck looking the ball across the field. Back to Sydney McKee in the defense. Looking to move the ball around and outside. Out to Randy Lewis. Randy Lewis looking across midfield. Possession switches over to Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb looking to bring the ball across midfield. Passes to Maggie Conway for Mount Horeb. Deneau steps in front, kicks the ball. Ellen Legler just inside Oregon's half, kicking it back to back to Lauren Deneau. Lauren Deneau kicking it up to the midfield. Katie Isley battling for possession. Mount Horeb gets control of the ball. Mount Horeb looking to get their offense set, switching the ball around back to their defense. Looking to kick the ball up, but Ella Hughes steps up, gets the ball inside. Katie Isley back out to Ella. Ella looking to take the ball down the corner, looking for a spot to cross the ball. Possession switches over to Mount Horeb. Ball rolls out of bounds. Should be an Oregon throw here coming up. Ella Hughes throwing the ball into Ashley Hansen. Gonna have a goal kick coming up here for Mount Horeb. Kick is up. It's missed by the Mount Horeb player. Lauren Deneau grabs possession of the ball. Moves it cross field to Katie Isley. Katie Isley battling inside. Hannah Rohrer getting possession of the ball just inside Oregon's half, passing up to Ella Hughes. Ella Hughes with a little flick to Katie Isley, back out to Ella. Possession going to switch over here, I think, to Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb battling really strongly right now, trying to put some offense together here, but ball is stripped away by Katie Isley, and Ella Hughes looking to reset their offense. Back across to Hannah Rohrer. Mount Horeb steps in front of the ball, blocks that pass to Lauren Deneau. Lauren Deneau moves back to him, grabs position, takes it back over to Hannah Rohrer. Hannah Rohrer with the kick up the middle to Ella Hughes. Ella Hughes looking for reflect. We have a countdown, about 5 seconds left here in the half. We're going to have halftime here coming up with the score 3-0. Your Oregon Panthers leading.
Your halftime score, Mount Horeb 0, Oregon 3.
Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors that we have that provide funding for our broadcast here today. We have Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, Stoughton Hospital and Oregon Urgent Care Clinic, trusted care close to home. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon School District, actively building competence, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Booster Club. Please consider being part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonBoosters.com for details. We have Toro Horse Insurance, our hometown insurance agency that is doing big things. Sunny's Kitchen, serving great coffee, delicious home-cooked meals, and award-winning desserts, located in the heart of Oregon. Oregon Tax and Accounting, serving the Oregon community since 2001. See Jim for all your small business and personal tax services. Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese, in the heart of downtown Oregon, offering fresh bakery, daily lunch specials, soups, salads, along with hand-selected small batch Wisconsin cheese. As a reminder, OCA Media is Oregon's very own community access television station, broadcasting from the Oregon High School. OCA Media relies on financial support from the village and town of Oregon and our generous supporters. Without this financial support, locally produced television programs like this one would not exist. Please tell your Oregon Village representative that local television is important to you and your family. Become a supporter today. Send us a note at ocamedia.com or comment on our Facebook page. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Send us your game day photos. Use the hashtag OCA Game Day. Did you know that OCA Media will be broadcasting on TDS cable this summer? OCA Media is looking for interested village residents to sit on our advisory board. We are dedicated to providing the village of Oregon with the highest quality programming possible. Help guide us into the future. Contact Paul at ocamedia.com. take a little break until play resumes about 8 minutes from now. Oregon's looking to come back inside on the field here as we're getting back to ready to start the second half. Looks like we're about ready to start play here back at Hontoon Field in Oregon, Wisconsin, with your home Panthers playing Mount Horeb Vikings. Oregon leads 3-0 at the start of the second half. Here we go. Avery Fanning grabbing the ball for Oregon, looking to move the ball to the outside. Pass out to Caitlin Shrimp. Grabs the ball, moving back inside. Up the middle, and Mount Horeb's goalie will grab it. Kick is up, fielded by Maddie Schwartzmiller for Oregon, keeping the ball into Mount Horeb's half. Mount Horeb getting possession here. Brooklyn Kane coming across midfield for Oregon, keeping it into Mount Horeb's side. Passes out to Avery Fanning. Maddie Schwartzmiller back up, looking to feed Avery Fanning up the line, but a little bit long. Mount Horeb gets control of the ball. Cassie Cluck defending right along the outside line here. Good battle for possession. Brooklyn Kane getting ahead on it just inside Mount Horeb's half for our defense. Emma Halverson throwing the ball in. Ball a little strong across midfield, not cross kick. Cassie Cluck grabbing the ball before it rolls out of bounds. Ball rolls just out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw. Avery Fanning grabbing possession from Mount Horeb. Good battle going on. Looks like we're going to have a free kick coming up for Oregon. Cassie Cluck, number 14 for Oregon, will be taking the kick.
Oregon on free kick, taken by Cluck.
Oh. Looks like Emma Halverson will be taking the kick for Oregon. The ref marches off 10 yards for Mount Horeb to defend. Sydney McKee up with a try to get ahead on it. So did Brooklyn Kane coming across. Macy Cox, I think, is in there as well. Ball rolls out the end line. It'll be goal kick for Mount Horeb. Ball fielded by Emma Halverson. Looks like it's going to roll out of bounds. Be an Oregon kick. Or Oregon throw, I'm sorry. Oregon inbounding. Macy Cox trying to battle the ball up the outside line. Caitlin Shrimp grabbing possession, crossing the ball over to Avery. Maddie Schwartzmiller taking a shot on goal. Mount Horeb's goalie takes and grabs that save. Ball fielded just inside Mount Horeb's half by Oregon. Cassie Cluck passing the ball up to Avery Fanning. Avery moving back inside. Crossing to Jenna Bennett. Jenna Bennett kicking it back to Hannah Rohr. There. Hannah now battling for the ball against Mount Horeb. Kicks it back to Cassie Cluck. Switching the play across to Sydney McKee. Back up the middle. Emma Helverson kicking the ball up the line. Caitlin Shrimp trying to make a run on it. Mount Horeb defending against it, looking for that ball to roll out the end line. I think we have Oregon corner kick coming up there based on the ball rolling off Mount Horeb player, as there was a battle going on for possession. Once again, you see some of Oregon's defense moving up. Has some height on the team. Help see if they can get ahead on the ball and get another goal for Oregon. Kick is up. Goalie gets a hand on it. Ball ricochets up in the air. Emma Helverson battling for it there. Trying to maintain possession. Goes up and over. Looks like we have Jenna Bennett getting that goal, if I saw the number correctly. It is now 4-0 Oregon. We're about 5 minutes into the second half.
3-second mark. Oregon goal by number 16, Jenna Bennett. An assist to number 20, Emma Halverson.
Mount Horeb bringing the ball over midfield, up to number 14, Kate Geiser, their lead scorer, as I mentioned earlier in the game, battling against Sydney McKee, defensive captain for Oregon. Oregon will inbound the ball. Emma Halverson looks like she'll be making the throw in. Jenna Bennett crossing the ball over to Cassie Cluck. Cassie looking upfield towards Avery. Mount Horeb player steps in. For defense will be Oregon throw. Cassie Cluck inbounds it to Maddie Swartzmiller, switching the play across the field. Over to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr looking to move the ball upfield. Goes inside, trying to make a pass up to Jenna Bennett. Maddie Swartzmiller there battling for the ball. Ricochets towards the outside line. Looks like it'll be Oregon throw. Cassie Cluck throwing the ball in to Avery Fanning. Avery Fanning battling up the line. Trying to get an outside move. Gonna see a crossing kick here, hopefully. A little high, get a head on it from Macy Cox. Grabbed by the goalie for Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb will be kicking the ball out. Ball fielded at midfield by Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr passing the ball around the outside, back to Brooklyn Kane. Brooklyn Kane moving the ball outside to Emma Halverson. Emma Halverson looking up the outside line, up to Macy Cox. Macy keeping the ball in bounds, moving down the far line. Ball's going to roll out the end line. It'll be goal kick Mount Horeb. Oregon looking to cross the ball over. Looks like this long ball is going to go out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw. Mount Horeb inbounding the ball. Mount Horeb moving the ball at the line just over midfield, but Brooklyn Kane is there for Oregon. Switching the ball across to Sydney McKee. Moving the ball forward up to Jenna Bennett. I'm sorry, up to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr over to Avery Fanning. Avery moving the ball up line. Coming across the middle. Intercepted by Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb getting possession. A little long there, so right back to Emma Halverson, back to Sydney McKee. Sydney moving it up across midfield to Hannah Rohrer. Up the middle to Caitlin Shrimp. Now back down to Hannah Rohrer. Hannah looking to place the ball up a little farther. Jenna Bennett with the ball now. Back into the middle to Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie bringing the ball just inside the 18-yard box with a shot. Ball goes a little bit high and to the right. Be a Mount Horeb goal kick coming up.
Oregon substitutions. Isley, Hughes,
We have
Hampton,
5 substitutions coming in. Katie Isley, Ashley Hansen, Lauren Denew. I missed the last one. Ella Hughes, I think that is on the far side, yeah. Ball in bounds. Ashley Hansen moving the ball around. Back to Cassie Cluck. Cassie Cluck moving the ball across midfield over to Hannah Rohrer. Up, Ella Hughes trying to get a ball. Defended. Emma Halverson getting possession of it just inside midfield for Oregon, or to Brooklyn Kane. Up the middle to Jenna Bennett to Katie Isley. To Ashley Hansen. Back over to Aiden Hampton. Aiden battling with Mount Horeb player, and looks like it's going to get kicked out of bounds by Mount Horeb. It'll be an Oregon throw. Ella Hughes inbounds the ball to Ashley Hansen. Back out to Ella. Ella looking to put a move on there. Nice crossing kick. Knocked out by Mount Horeb. Just outside the 18-yard box line. Mount Horeb kicking the ball upfield, but defended by Oregon. Right at midfield by Brooklyn Kane. Up to Hannah Rohrer. Hannah Rohrer looking to move the ball upfield. She's looking up the right-hand side a little bit, but moves inside. Ashley Hansen with the ball. Takes a quick shot. Little defensive block there by Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb taking the ball, moving it outside the outside line. This ball is going to roll out of bounds. It will be Oregon throw by Cassie Cluck, I believe. Lauren Denew kicking the ball across. Ashley Hansen grabbing it. Right there across the middle. Had a good opportunity for Oregon. Emma Halverson with a shot, long shot off. Stays in bounds. Lauren Denew kicks it over to Katie Isley. Katie Isley inside the small box. Aiden Hampton coming across to take a shot. Ball goes over the goal, and it'll be a Mount Horeb goal kick. We have a couple substitutions coming in for Mount Horeb right now.
Viking substitutions. Peterson and Riggs. Sutter and Munson.
Goal kicker short and outside, trying to get to one of their Mount Horeb players, but Ella Hughes steps in, takes it away from him, crosses the pattern, and it goes back to their goalie for the shot. And goalie for Mount Horeb grabbing the ball. Fielded by Aiden Hampton just inside the Mount Horeb box, or inside the Mount Horeb half, I'm sorry, and Oregon battling for possession. Mount Horeb bringing it across midfield. Sydney McKee stepping across to make defense. Looks like we're going to have a free kick for Mount Horeb coming up here. Not sure if he called a trip or a hold there.
Free kick Mount Horeb. Taken by Severson.
That foul was off the ball play. It must have been a battle between Emma Halverson and the Mount Horeb defender there. So we'll have a free kick for Mount Horeb. Oregon's defense looks like there was a little miscommunication there. Sydney McKee getting up to get a head on it, but the goalie Malia Moyer is coming up for it. I don't know if they heard each other talking, but looks like we're going to have a corner kick coming up for Mount Horeb here.
Corner kick, Mount Horeb, taken by Suicide.
Kick is up, good high ball. Sidney McKee getting a head on it there defensively. Ella Hughes kicking it up. Katie Isley kicking the ball out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw. Mount Horeb inbounding the ball back a little bit towards its midfield and towards its defenders, looking to switch the play across the field, but looks like Oregon's going to grab possession from them. Ashley Hansen grabs the ball, turns it upfield a little bit. Cassie Cluck comes across midfield, grabs the ball, looking to pass it up to Lauren Deneau. This ball is probably going to be stopped by the goalie just before it runs out the end line. Kick fielded there by Hannah Rohr, keeping Oregon's position. Lauren Deneau moving up the sideline there with the ball, looking to cross it. Going to roll out the end line. It'll be a goal kick, Mount Horeb. We're just shy of 15 minutes here into the second half. We're about the 60-minute mark of the game. Oregon making some substitutions here. Bree Sauer, Caitlin Shrimp, Jenna Stats. I think Ellen Ligler back in the game for Mount Horeb. Brooklyn Kane there battling for possession of the ball. Jenna Stats gets a head on it. Katie Isley with a foot on it. Passing the ball up. Caitlin Shrimp. Hayden Hampton. Back to Jenna Stats. Stats going outside to Ellen Ligler. A little bit of a check there on the ball. Will be Oregon free kick.
Free kick, Oregon.
Randy Lewis, I believe, is on the far side there for Oregon. Looks like Sidney McKee will be coming across to take the kick.
Taken by McKee.
Correction.
And Lewis.
Lewis takes the kick up to McKee up the far sideline. McKee taking it on the end line, trying to get a shot across. Good crossing pattern. Looks like we had a deflection there. I think it's going to be another corner kick here coming up for Oregon.
Corner kick, Oregon. Taken by Shrimp.
Caitlin Shrimp will be taking this corner kick for Oregon. Mount Horeb putting 6 defenders in its box. Goalie gets a hand on it. Ricochets back out. Caitlin Shrimp get a foot on it again. Caitlin Shrimp looking to cross it. Cassie Cluck is there to grab the ball. Back out to Caitlin Shrimp. Caitlin gives a nice cross kick in. Katie Isley fields the ball right in front of the goal at the 18-yard line. Back out. Oregon resets its offense here. Cassie Cluck passes it out to Caitlin Shrimp. Caitlin moving the ball in towards the end line or at the 18-yard goal box. Mount Horeb defends it, ricochets it out just outside the line. Brooklyn Kane stepping up with possession of the ball, runs into Mount Horeb player. Looks like we're going to have a free kick. Mount Horeb coming up here with that collision. Mount Horeb kicking it up just inside midfield. Randy Lewis defending against the Mount Horeb player. Maintaining possession, kicks the ball to Sidney McKee. Sidney McKee, a little bit too strong, bounces back off of her. Sidney kicks it to the outside. Randy Lewis fielding the ball just before it goes out of bounds. Maintaining possession for Oregon, and it rolls up. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw coming in with Mount Horeb substituting 2 of its players in right now. Nope, I'm sorry, 4 players coming in for Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb with the throw in. Oregon's defense getting possession for him, moving the ball across the field. Mount Horeb takes a long shot in. It'll be fielded by Malia Moyer, our goalie for Oregon. Malia with the long throw up to Bree Sauer. Bree moving inside on her player. A little deflection there. Aiden Hampton passing the ball back out to Bree Sauer, but intercepted by Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb will take possession. Cassie Cluck comes in to defend, but ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw, taken by number 6, Sadie Sutter. Mount Horeb inbounds to Aaron Hutchins. Handball called by the referee against Oregon. It'll be Mount Horeb free kick coming up right at midfield.
Free kick, Mount Horeb. Full fire.
Oregon setting its defense as this ball makes its way in. Fielded by Aiden Hampton there. Ball's going across the field. It'll roll just out of bounds. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw. Mount Horeb inbounds it. Caitlin Shrimp battling for possession there. Looks like they got hooked up a little bit. I think referee called a penalty there. It'll be a free kick for Oregon. Sydney McKee making a quick little pass up the long line. Up to Caitlin Shrimp, I believe, moving it inside. Little crossing ball there. Kicked out of bounds, deflected. It'll be a corner kick for Oregon coming up.
Oregon substitution, Mara McCombs.
Mara McCombs coming in for Cassie Cluck.
Corner kick, Oregon.
Katie Isley will be moving across to take this corner kick for Oregon.
Katie Isley.
Katie gets the ball up. Sydney Key gets tries to get a head on it. Ball is kicked over the top by Bree Sauer. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb maintaining possession of the ball, moving it across midfield into Oregon's half. Looks like a long attempted pass coming up there, but going to be fielded by Malia Moyer, goalie for Oregon. Should be kicking the ball out. Malia with a booming kick just over midfield. Mount Horeb working on maintaining possession of the ball. Mara McComb stepping through there to grab possession for Oregon. Passes over to Caitlin Shrimp. Up to Katie Isley. Up. Intercepted by Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb looking to maintain possession now. Moving it out of their half. Aiden Hampton grabbing possession for Oregon. Bringing it in. Bree Sauer grabs the ball. Looking to go outside. Bree making a run down to the end line. Nope, she is tripped up inside the box. Referee is not going to call anything. He's going to call a corner kick on that, I believe. Corner kick coming up for Oregon. Both teams making substitutions now as Ashley Hansen, Maddie Swartzmiller, Ella Hughes, Avery Fanning.
Dunch for Oregon. Swartzmiller. Hughes.
And I believe Jenna Bennett coming back in the game for Oregon.
Bennett. And Gitson.
Mount Horeb substituting 3 players in. Ella Hughes,
Needed by Hughes.
left footer, will be taking the shot. Corner kick for Oregon. Ball is up. Nice lofting shot. Sydney McKee trying to get a head on it. I believe Ashley Hansen got a head on it as well. It's going to be a corner kick again. I think it ricocheted off of Mount Horeb player there. Ella Hughes looking to take the shot once again. Nice lofting shot, landing just a little farther out this time. Sydney McKee with a kick on it. She's going to get called for a high kick, I believe, there for unsafe play. Sydney McKee being a 6-foot-tall player, when she lifts her leg up to give a kick, it can be at the height of some of these other players. Maddie Schwartzmiller now with possession of the ball, passing it outside to Ella Hughes. Looks like this one's going to roll out. It'll be a Mount Horeb throw. Mount Horeb maintaining possession on that inbound throw. Long booming kick across midfield. Up to Ella Peterson from Mount Horeb. Battling against Randy Lewis. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Mount Horeb throw. Mount Horeb inbounding the ball, but Oregon Avery Fanning steals the ball going up the far side. Avery working up the line, passes it to Ashley Hansen. Back out to Avery. Avery with some speed there, trying to get a shot on goal just at the 18-yard box. Goes out of bounds. Goal kick. Mount Horeb coming up. We're about 70 minutes into this 90-minute game. Mount Horeb working on bringing the ball out. But ball rolls out of bounds. We're going to have Oregon substituting a couple players in here as Emma Helverson and I believe Aiden come back in for Oregon. Helverson throws the ball in bounds. Ashley Hansen trying to maintain possession of it for Oregon. Looks like this ball's a battle going on with Avery Fanning down around the end line. Mount Horeb gets control of it, is bringing it up outside the far line. Sydney McKee steps forward to kick the ball into Mount Horeb's end. Crosses the ball over there to Ella Hughes from Jenna Bennett, I believe. Mount Horeb gets possession. They're looking at moving it across midfield. Mark Holmes doing good defense there, blocking the player from Mount Horeb. Inbounds the ball to Ella Hughes. Ball switches possession over to Mount Horeb, but kicks the ball along. Sydney McKee steps up with a header to try to defend it. Brooklyn Kane now outside to Emma Helverson. This ball is probably going to roll out of bounds. Nope, kept in bounds. Long ball up the field to Avery Fanning. Fanning with some speed, moving to the center of the field, looking to get a shot across to Ella Hughes, but Ella Hughes just gets beat by the Mount Horeb player there in step. Mount Horeb now at midfield trying to maintain possession of the ball as they come across into Oregon's half. Brooklyn Kane there breaking that up. Sydney McKee getting control of the ball, passing it out to Aiden Hampton. I'm sorry, Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr moving the ball up the field by herself there. Great work. Passes up to Ella Hughes. Ella Hughes with a shot on goal. Goalkeeper kicks the ball out, fielded to midfield by Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr passes it outside to Jenna Bennett. Ashley Hansen with a step and a goal. Oregon's goal number 5 there, scored by Ashley Hansen.
The 72-minute, 33-second mark. Oregon score by Ashley Hansen. Assist to Avery Fanning.
That goal scored at 72 minutes, 33 seconds into the game. Ashley Hansen getting the score with Avery Fanning getting the assist. Mount Horeb making some substitutions there just before the ball is put back into play by Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb moving the ball back, trying to maintain possession of it. Maddie Schwartzmiller battling for the ball. Passes the ball up to Ashley Hansen. Ashley working the ball outside into Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr passing the ball up. Intercepted by Mount Horeb. Hannah Rohr grabbing the ball there, trying to pass it across field. Ella Hughes will get the ball there. Passing up to Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie back in out to Ella, but intercepted by Mount Horeb. Mara McCombs will field this ball for Oregon. Pass it back across the middle to Hannah Rohr. Hannah ups the ball over to Avery Franning, but she's going to be called for offsides. On Horeb kicking free kick here, right inside the 18-yard box. Maddie Swartzmiller jumping in front there to get possession for Oregon. Passing the ball up to Ashley Hansen. Ashley Hansen getting a foot on it. We have a goal there. Ashley Hansen with the assist from Maddie Swartzmiller. It's goal number 6 for Oregon at 73-minute mark, almost 74 minutes into the game.
3 minutes, 57 seconds. By Ashley Hansen, assist to Maddie Swartzmiller.
Mount Horeb working the ball around to maintain possession, passing it back to their defense, trying to switch the field, but intercepted there by Jenna Bennett. Mount Horeb still gaining possession of the ball, however, as the battle continues. Ella Hughes now grabbing the ball from Mount Horeb, moving up the left side a little bit. Kicks the ball a little long past Ashley Hansen, now back to Mount Horeb and working the ball back up out the field. Hannah Rohr fields the ball for Oregon. Ella Hughes with the ball, passing it now back to Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr going to look to switch the field a little bit over to BK, Woodland Kane. Up to Maddie Swartzmiller, looking to set up play inside to Avery Fanning, but the ball goes a little bit long. Fielded by Mount Horeb, and this ball going to stay inbounds. Mount Horeb passing it back to the middle. Ashley Hansen with a step over. A soft shot up the middle, saved by Mount Horeb goalie. Hannah Rohr with the field of the ball there, passing it up to Maddie Swartzmiller. Maddie Swartzmiller looking to make a step, but Mount Horeb defends well against that kick. Moving the ball up the outside line. Hannah Rohr with a quick step to get possession for Oregon. Avery Fanning now battling for the ball. Inside to Ashley Hansen, back out to Avery. Avery with some speed, takes a shot off the crossbar. Goalie picks it up as Mount Horeb's player is defending against Ella Hughes, trying to get at the ball there. Some good defensive work by Mount Horeb. Bar McComb steps up to head the ball, keep possession for Oregon. Maddie Swartzmiller kicks the ball up to Ashley Hansen. Ashley Hansen trying to get a step, but the Mount Horeb goalie grabs the ball. Kick is up. This ball is going to be fielded by Jenna Bennett. Maddie Swartzmiller battling for the ball at midfield. Ashley Hansen again with possession. Now Mount Horeb's got control of the ball, kicking it out over midfield. Oregon's defense will set up here as Sydney McKee makes a move inside, up across midfield, past a couple of defenders there, passes up to Ashley Hansen. Ashley Hansen passing up to Avery Fanning. Nope, a little bit long. It's going to be fielded by Mount Horeb's goalie. Jenna Bennett there with the fielding of the ball by Oregon. Emma Helverson there battling up the far line, passing back into Jenna Bennett. Now up the line, trying to get to Emma Helverson there battling the ball inside. Ashley Hansen now with the control of the ball, passes across the middle of the field there. Mount Horeb gains possession and kicks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Oregon throw. We have 6 substitutions coming in for Oregon. Cassie Cluck Bree Sauer,
Isley,
Katie Isley,
Lewis,
Randy Lewis,
Hampton,
Lauren Deneau,
and Deneau.
and Aiden Hampton coming in for Oregon. 2 Mount Horeb players substituting as well. Ball is thrown in by Oregon. We have a goal kick coming in here by Mount Horeb. A little over 12 minutes left here in the game. Mount Horeb looking to maintain possession of the ball. Ellen Legler there battling for the ball for Oregon. Ball's kicked out of bounds. It'll be Oregon throw coming in. Ellen Legler battling for Oregon over there on the far side. Passing the ball across the middle to Katie Isley. Katie Isley looking for Hannah Rohr. Hannah Rohr probably kicking up here to Bree Sauer up the right hand side. Bree making a move inside, then outside, then inside. Mount Horeb's going to get control of the ball and it's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be Oregon throw. Oregon bringing possession there. With the ball back up, Ellen Legler on the outside, passing it back to Mara McCombs. Mara McCombs passing it back inside to Aiden. Ball kicked out of bounds by Mount Horeb. Be a Oregon throw coming up here. Once again, the battle for possession continues. Oregon's going to be throwing the ball in. Hannah Rohr there, controlling the ball for Oregon, looking to move the ball across the field. Mount Horeb maintaining or getting possession there, battling with the ball. Mount Horeb looking to move the ball up the far side. Mount Horeb gets the ball at the midfield. Cassie Cluck grabs the ball, passes it up to Katie Isley. Katie Isley looking outside to Bree Sauer. Bree Sauer looking to use some of her speed to get past the Mount Horeb player. Ball is kicked out of bounds. It'll be Oregon throw coming up. Oregon substituting in. Brooklyn Kane coming in for Sydney McKee.
Oregon substitution, Brooklyn King.
Cassie Cluck with the throw in to Bree Sauer. Bree Sauer looking across the ball in the middle. Mount Horeb defends and kicks the ball up. Out of bounds. Looks like referee is going to say that's Oregon throw. Katie Isley there battling for possession of the ball in the middle of the field. Passing back to Cassie Cluck. Cassie looking up to Bree Sauer. Bree Sauer stepping in. Passing up to Hannah Rohr. I'm sorry. Passing up to Aiden. Now across the field to Ellen Legler. Legler trying to make a pass inside. Ball is kicked, long ball by Mount Horeb. Out across midfield to be fielded by Emma Helverson. Helverson passing up to Mara McCombs. Looking up the line to Ellen Legler. Coming up that far side. Ball is going to roll out. I think we're going to have a corner kick situation coming up here for Oregon. Couple of substitutions coming up here as Randy Lewis and Jenna Stats come into the game.
Randy Lewis and Jenna Stats in for Oregon.
Looks like Jenna Stats is moving up to take this corner kick for Oregon.
Corner kick Oregon, taken by Stats.
Jenna with the kick up is fielded by Mount Horeb. Ricochets back out to her. She looks to set up, kicks it back inside again. Mount Horeb player gives it a kick. This ball is going to run out. We're going to have another corner kick coming up here by Oregon.
Corner kick Oregon, taken by Stats.
Once again, the corner was taken. That ball is going to get kicked out by Jenna. Stats just short of the goal there, so we're going to have a Mount Horeb goal kick coming up. Aiden Hampton with a shot on the goal there, fielded by the Mount Horeb goalie. Brooklyn Kane looking to control the ball for Oregon, kicking it up to Bree Sauer. Bree Sauer taking the ball into the middle, passing the ball out to Lauren Deneau, just inside the 18-yard box. Lauren trying to take a shot across the ball. Mount Horeb's going to defend this and kick it out of bounds. It'll be Oregon throw. Cassie Cluck is grabbing the ball. Looks like we have Macy Cox coming in
Substitutions for the
for
Vikings.
Oregon.
Peterson, Sutter,
Lauren Deneau is going to move back to defense, and Cassie Cluck is going to go off for Oregon.
Cox.
Deneau inbounds the ball to Macy Cox, battling for possession. Mount Horeb kicks it up. Bree Sauer feeds the ball for Oregon. Back to Katie Isley, back to Deneau. As they try to set their offense, Bree Sauer with the ball just on the line. Taking a step to the outside. Crossing shot. We're going to have a goal there by, I think Aiden Hampton gets the shot, assisted by Bree Sauer there. Yeah, Aiden Hampton with the goal, Bree Sauer with the assist. About 84 minutes, 51 seconds into the game, so we're just a little over 5 minutes left to play in the game.
4-minute, 51-second mark. Goal by Aiden Hampton. An assist to Bree Sauer.
Now 7-0 Oregon. Mount Horeb with possession of the ball here. Like I said, just 5 minutes left in the game. Mount Horeb switching the ball back across through its defense, moving the ball upfield. Aiden Hampton, though, intercepts the ball. Macy Cox there tried grabbing it for Oregon. Ellen Legler controlling the ball just inside the line. Macy Cox to Katie Isley. Katie Isley moving across the top of the box. Bree Sauer with a shot. Ricochets off the goalie. Bree Sauer moving up. Recenters the ball. Macy Cox with a goal. It'll be a Macy Cox goal with assist by Bree Sauer at the 85-minute, 30-second mark.
27 seconds.
Oregon now up 8-0.
Bree Sauer.
Mount Horeb moving the ball across midfield, but fielded by Jenna Stats for Oregon. Macy Cox getting a foot on the ball. Battling for it. Little collision there. Good sportsmanship as Macy helps the Mount Horeb player up. Mount Horeb puts the ball back into play. Fielded again by Jenna Stats. Moved up the outside to Ellen Legler. Moving up that far line. Ball stays inbounds. Mount Horeb kicks it. Looks like it's going outside. Be a Oregon throw. Randy Lewis with the throw inside. Ellen Legler gets tied up there with the Mount Horeb defender, and Be a free kick for Mount Horeb coming up. Emma Halverson gets the ball for Oregon, passes it up the line to Katie Isley. Katie Isley battling across midfield into Aiden. Aiden Hampton passing the ball, or driving the ball across the field. Passing the ball up to Brisar. Bree taking the ball back into the middle. Loses control, and Mount Horeb gets the ball back. Kicks it out, but Brooklyn Kane is there for Oregon. Passes outside to Lauren Deneau. Deneau up to Brisar. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Oregon throw. Lauren Deneau passing the ball in to Aiden Hampton. Aiden inbounding the ball to Brisar. Immediately kicked out of bounds again by Mount Horeb. Aiden Hampton again throwing the ball in bounds. Katie Isley this time. Again ricocheted outside by Mount Horeb. Be Oregon throw. Katie Isley be taking the ball this time. Coming up on 2 minutes left here in the game. Katie Isley inbounds the ball. Macy Cox trying to get the ball, but Oregon defender or Mount Horeb defender is there to take the ball out. However, Brooklyn Kane heads it back up into Mount Horeb's territory. Katie Isley passing up to Bree Sauer. Ball gets out of bounds. It'll be Oregon throw. This time Bree Sauer will be throwing the ball in bounds. Inbounds to Aiden Hampton. Ricochets off of Bree Sauer there. Now it'll be a Mount Horeb throw coming up. About a minute and a half left here in the game. Oregon leading the game 8-0. Mount Horeb maintaining possession here as we're working up towards midfield, but Katie Isley intercepts the ball, passes back to Emma Halverson. Emma Halverson passing up to Jenna Stats just inside Mount Horeb's half. Jenna Stats moving up the outside line, passes the ball up to Ellen Legler. Ellen Legler on the far line, the ball just rolls long. It will be an Oregon throw. Must have ricocheted off the Mount Horeb player there right as it rolled out of bounds. Aiden Hampton battling for possession there in the middle. Ellen Legler is now going to take the throw into Macy Cox. She battles across the end line. Goal kick coming up here for Mount Horeb. About 25 seconds left in the game. Mount Horeb's goalkeeper moving to the other side of the box for this goal kick. It's about 10 seconds left here. Ball is in play. Mount Horeb maintains possession. Game is over. Oregon wins this game 8-0. This beautiful Saturday afternoon here where we finally have some nice warm weather. Once again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our generous sponsors, Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, Staunton Hospital and Oregon Urgent Care Clinic, trusted care close to home, the Oregon Chamber of Commerce promoting, informing, and connecting and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community, the Oregon School District actively building competence, character, culture, and community, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonBoosters.com for details. Toro Horse Insurance, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Sonny's Kitchen, serving great coffee, delicious home-cooked meals, and award-winning desserts, located in the heart of Oregon. Oregon Tax and Accounting, serving Oregon community since 2001. See Jim for all of your small business and personal tax services. Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese in the heart of downtown Oregon, offering fresh bakery, daily lunch specials, soups, and salads, along with a hand-selected small batch Wisconsin cheese. OCA Media is Oregon's very own community access television station, broadcasting from Oregon High School. OCA Media relies on financial support from the village and town of Oregon and our generous supporters. Without this financial support, locally produced television programs like this one would not exist. Please tell your village representatives that local television is important to you and your family. Become a supporter today. Send us a note at ocamedia.com or comment on our Facebook page. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Send us your game day photos. Use the hashtag OCAGameDay. Did you know that OCA Media will be broadcasting on TDS Cable this summer? OCA Media is looking for interested village residents to sit on our advisory board. We are dedicated to providing the Village of Oregon with the highest quality programming possible. Help guide us into the future. Contact Paul at ocamedia.com. Thank you for participating today in this game with Oregon and Mount Horeb, and this will conclude our broadcast.